entered the faith, and I decided to try fasting. And I didn't know about the big fancy dinners you have at night, the iftars, the suhoors, and so I was genuinely hungry. I lost about 7 or 8 pounds in a month, and it was the first time I'd given up something and sacrificed something for God, and I really felt faith for the first time.
MashaAllah.
So I secretly, I was looking at how I could do this in a way that would keep my family happy, etc., and ended up leaving high school on a Friday afternoon and went to the mosque right after Jummah, and I took the Shahada.
MashaAllah.
And so I started praying in my room. I had a small booklet. I started learning how to pray. And about 6 months later, my dad barged in and opened a door as I was praying once. And they hadn't known that I'd become Muslim. And they were really upset at first, but then they stepped back and said, you've really become a much better son. You have fantastic manners. You really help us out around the house. You're a great sibling. You're a great neighbor. And although this isn't a way of life we would have chosen for you, we accept it.
That's a really profound lesson and a profound advice that you can perhaps give. And I always say this to my fellow new Muslim brothers and sisters. They always ask the question, how can we have a positive impact about Islam to our parents and families? It is by becoming the best son, the best daughters, the best family members, the best parents, because that's what Islam has taught us. Islam has to have a profound change, positive change in us. And once our parents, once they see this positive change, they may be thinking, maybe there is something about Islam that had this transformation in my son, in my daughter. And that will spark in them some inspiration, some motivation for them to study Islam. So how do they feel now? This has been, 17 years now? Long time has passed. Are they coming closer to Islam or neutral? Where do they stand now?
So I always try to look at things as a spectrum, and I think certainly, year in, year out, they're getting much closer. And, with close family members, I really advise everyone just to be the best son or daughter you can mention, as Sheikh Sabil mentioned. It's really, really critical. Our actions speak louder than our words.